Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Big Play Slay here, coming back with another video. Today's video is going to be a video explaining why I think Baker Mayfield is going to revitalize his career with the Carolina Panthers. And, it's been big for the Panthers this offseason. A lot of new additions to their roster, including Baker Mayfield. But they added a couple guys to the draft, a couple guys to free agency. This team looks pretty solid on paper. Will it be great? I don't know. Will it be average? Maybe. Will it be terrible? Probably not. But there is a slight chance it could be. But like I said, let's jump into this video. Baker got traded this offseason. I'll explain later what he got traded for. This video is also going to go on the Spotlight Sports channel or network. Go subscribe to them. But like I said, let's jump into the video. Baker Mayfield got traded to the Carolina Panthers for a 5th-round pick sent to the Browns. And it's a conditional 5th-round pick that can turn into a 4th depending on Mayfield's play. So, in all reality, it's a fair trade in a way. But based off of Baker's play last year, that's the only way this trade is fair. And this entire offseason, the Panthers have been looking at Baker Mayfield. Let's just be completely honest. And the Browns have been looking to trade Baker Mayfield. They couldn't find a landing partner, though, or a person or a team that they could trade Baker to. And the Panthers were heavily up there in the talks to get Baker Mayfield. Obviously, they drafted Matt Corral this offseason. That's their quarterback of the future that they want to be the future franchise quarterback. I don't want to say Baker's a stopgap guy, but he's a really good piece right now to have with this team being as solid as it is. Last year, that team had, I think they were top 5 in defense at one point. I think they finished 2 last year. They have Jeremy Chin last year. Obviously, they had Hassan Reddick that came to us, to my Eagles. They also had guys like Brian Burns, one of the most underrated players in the NFL. And when it came to that defense, they had a lot of guys that stepped up last year. And that's why they finished top 5. And offensively, Baker's going into a great offense right now. I mean, you have Christian McCaffrey, when he stays healthy, top 5 back in terms of talent. They drafted Akeem Aquanu through the draft. Dude's a beast. He's a monster. Definitely the best offensive lineman in the class, in my opinion. They signed Austin Corbett from the Rams. He was one of their core pieces of that O-line. And he played good next to Whitworth. They also added Deontay Foreman from the Titans, who, if you remember correctly, replaced Derrick Henry when he got hurt last year for about a couple games. They also signed Rashard Higgins through the offseason. And he's not great, but it's a deep core there that they have. They also added Xavier Woods for some safety depth. And they re-signed Dante Jackson. So this team going into this year has had a lot of re-signs and improved their O-line. Yes, their second stringers may not look good, but it's an improved O-line with a lot of talent. Let's look at Baker's stats. From his best season to his 2021 season. His 2021 season, he had 3,000 yards, 3,010 to be exact, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, with a 60.5 completion percentage and an 83.1 QBR. He had 3,725 yards in his best season, which was 2018. And this is his rookie season, by the way, might I add. For a long time, I mean, not really that much of a long time, but for a solid minute, he held the record for touchdowns for a quarterback in his rookie season until Justin Herbert broke that record. He had 14 interceptions that year, 27 touchdowns, like I said, 63.8 completion percentage, and a 93.7 QBR. This is with a Browns team that he went into a situation with. He took this team to the playoffs. I'm not saying he was the clear reason, but he was the quarterback of the team that went to the playoffs. And he played lights out in 2020. He was a big part of that reason to why they went to the playoffs. Baker's not just a stopgap guy, bro. I don't think he is, bro. This dude's a starter in this league, in my opinion. He's a starting quarterback. If Ryan Tannehill can be a starting quarterback in this league, then Baker Mayfield can too. I mean, Baker Mayfield was lights out in his rookie season. He played pretty well in his 2020 campaign, right? He's not probably gonna ever be an MVP, but does he have to? No. Just win these football games as a quarterback. That's how he took his team to the playoffs the year that they did, and he was one of the quarterbacks that took the Browns to the playoffs. You know, that whole playoff drought that they had. This is my projected stats for him. 4,110 yards. So this is the first time he goes over 1,000. 26 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, a 62.5 completion percentage, 92.8 QBR. These are good stats, but the only reason I see him throwing over 13 interceptions is because Baker has problems with turning the ball over. And if you watch the tape, there are times where there is a missed interception, one there. So sometimes he could get bailed out. Sometimes he throws the interception, and you'll see it. But he's gonna have a lot of fun throwing the ball to Christian McCaffrey, and McCaffrey's gonna get you those all-purpose yards, man. The year he had Cam Newton, him and Cam Newton in that backfield was just amazing. Baker's not really a running guy, but if he has to run with his legs, he could take off. He's not the greatest runner, but he could definitely take off. Don't be surprised on the dude's legs, bro. And then you have CMC, like I said, DJ Moore, and DJ Moore. You have him and Robbie Anderson. And I remember that fucking tight end. What was his name? I think it was. I'm drawing a blank. Ian Thomas, I want to say. He was. There was another tight end for sure. I'm blanking on the name. But there was a couple guys that they had in that tight end core that was pretty solid last year. They don't have the greatest tight end core. They need to fix that. But the receivers that he has and the running back that he has when he's healthy, it's just going to help Baker out piece by piece. He's not the greatest quarterback, but he's not the worst quarterback. If, like I said, Ryan Tannehill can get a starting job in this league, Baker Mayfield can too. Now, I'm not the biggest Baker fan, but I just don't see why people hate him. He's played good as a starting quarterback, and he's shown it before. He was the quarterback of that team that went to the playoffs. You gotta stop hating the dude, and I'm not even the biggest fan of him, but you cannot tell me that he's not a good starting quarterback. I mean, when he's playing, he can play like a top 15 quarterback. I mean, if Ryan Tannehill did it, why can't Baker? My campaign for Baker this year, I think he's going to do pretty good with this team. But that's the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Baker Mayfield will revitalize his career? I'm going to end this video off right here. Y'all have a safe, blessed, awesome day wherever you are. And just, what do you guys think about this whole thing? Because dude's a stud in my opinion. But I'm going to end it off right here. Y'all have a good day.